Hey guys, welcome back to episode, I think this is 9. Just gonna start off where we left off. The Red Lipstick Murder. I think this is our first episode in, I think we're in Vice now, our homicide. We're in homicide. Well, that started off
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
The who nanny? A werewolf?
If you were twice as smart, you'd still be stupid.
You're not gonna talk to me, new partner?
Put him down with my sap.
Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont
away.
and Glendale.
He's only
Glendale,
a writer,
Arizona?
so he can't really help me.
Nice day for it.
It's him.
There we go. I was having a problem in my last recording with the controls in the game. Like, whenever I was running, I didn't click shift to run, I just had to click W and it would run automatically, and I had to click shift to walk, but now I think it's fixed itself finally. That was getting really annoying, having to like walk through crime scenes. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Jesus. Wait. Did you get out of her car? Oh my gosh, dude. I'm just trying to...
Any central unit, car 16, Allen reports a
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
Were we any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Most of the time. Keyword. Well, we're about to find out. Of course, it's Rita, fucking serial killer a bit.
Crime scene is just up the dirt road, detective.
Thank you, sir.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway?
No.
You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Scream, son. You hear? Oh man. can't wait to blur this out on my freaking thing.
Patrolman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Okay, I'm gonna go inspect the body. I can't put it on YouTube, so I'm gonna have to cut this part out, but I will see you guys after I'm done investigating it. Okay, welcome back, guys. I just finished inspecting the body. Now we're just gonna get back to looking at all the other evidence that's around the crime scene.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Now, if I don't cut it, I might try to blur it out and see if I can do that. I don't know yet. I haven't done it before, but I'll try that just so you guys don't have to miss anything. What we found on the body was some writing on her stomach, and then blunt force trauma to the head, and some scarring on her finger from looks like forced removal of like a ring.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Yeah, so there was writing on her stomach, and they used lipstick to do it. So that's why he was bringing that up. I don't know why this is sitting out of the bag.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Let me guys see if we can match my countries. Go to get L. There we go. And low. In South America, and this is Africa. And then one more down. Nope. I'd have to match it down with that. Up. 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 So I have to match it from that. This is the easiest puzzle I've ever seen.
Bomba Club.
Bomba Club.
Why steal a table lighter?
Why not? Helps. Dummy.
Can we get to the Bomba? A man could die of thirst in a case like this.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. Okay. You guys didn't really miss much if I did cut that part out. Like I said, all we saw from the body was the writing on the stomach, the blunt force trauma to the head, and some cutting on the finger from removal of a ring. Other than that, really much on the body. Now we're gonna head out. Hopefully that's the only mission or only case that will have that type of stuff in it. So we
werewolf?
Avoid
My
that.
money? Copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicked.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, Oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us alone in a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
Well, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't, you understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. You would have found
Ooh.
All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 and shots fired. 410
The nice
South
part
Flower Street.
is that I can ignore these calls, and it won't change anything in the game. Like, there has no actual, like, larger term effect on the game at all. Like, there's no... You don't get, like, an extra bonus at, like, the ending where it shows you a little card of how well you did and, like, how much damage you did to the city or how little damage you did to the city. It doesn't, like, give you, like, bonus points. I think it gives you, like, XP to level up, so where you can get, like, intuition points, but in reality, I don't really use them too much besides from, like, the beginning where I was trying to figure out how the facial animations worked. Now I think I kind of have it down. What is the Bomb Club? Get out the way. Ow.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched.
Really?
Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
Whoa. A little much.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Oh, Christ.
You going to pay for that?
Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
That's the spirit.
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Well, I don't know.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first.
Him?
Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
I mean, why would he lie?
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
No, it does not help. Yes, of course it helps.
I got a call back for that universal forest line.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Oh, jeez. Well, how about we keep it? He doesn't need it.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Okay, well, he's... Okay, stop.
I think you know where the ring came from.
It's from him, of course.
Okay. I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Okay, see, it's those like little like see how he twitches his eyes to the side and then he does like large gulps. I don't have any intuition points.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up, asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. And she picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God
There we
knows
go.
I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs for the weekend. So, how'd you turn the trick?
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Why was that a thing?
A waitress. Can I have another spoon?
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now. We're gonna put out a bolo, I bet.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate,
No.
2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thank you.
Nice.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
I was in that running thing again. Where I had to hit shift. Oh man. Dang it. Oh, you lay that pistol down. Hey, head on out. Yikes. Oh my gosh. On the siren.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother,
Jeez.
oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined.
KGPL 20th Century, and a citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th.
I think he's gonna get shot then, huh? Ain't my problem. Lay that pistol down, lay that pistol down. I wonder why the music doesn't play all the time. I wonder if there's a radio button that I'm just not thinking of. Jeez, dude. I'm gonna get me killed. Oh man, this is a long drive. Oh, there we go, finally here. I always hit the ones that are like across the city. It takes like an hour to get there. We're actually gonna park right here for now. We're actually gonna call it on this episode. And if you guys like the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.